Good afternoon, everyone. I am Marilucy Caballero. I am the second reporter of Chapter 2, Sociological Foundation of Education. My topic is all about the nature and the meaning of society. First, I'm going to talk about the characteristics of the society. So societies are characterized by the shared values, beliefs, and cultures. However, the remarkable thing is that every individual society has different values, beliefs, and cultures. No two societies are the same. A society consists of its people and the institutions that surround them. A characteristic of more advanced society is that their members often share political authority. So when you say society, that is consists of people and the institutions around them or surround them. So that they have shared cultures, they have the same beliefs and values. Second one, the social construction of reality. So this book is published in 1966 by Peter Berger and Thomas Lackman. So in this book, they explore their idea on how society is based on human interaction, something that they called habitualization. They stated any action that is repeated frequently becomes a cast into a pattern which can be then performed again in the future in the same manner and with the same economical effort. So there are three types of society. The first one here is the pre-industrial society. The second one, industrial society. The third is the post-industrial society. When you say pre-industrial society, so according to Linsky in 2009, there are 5 stages to pre-industrial society. The first one is hunter-gatherer. Stage emerged at the very beginning of life, human life rather. People were nomadic and relied mostly on foraging to survive. At this point, society had little inequality in materials due to lack of resources. So meaning in this stage or period, people are relying hunting in the wilds as their source of food. So they also have limited tools. They only use their own handmade like bows and arrows, stones, and other kind of trees to hunt animals as their food. Second one is the pastoral stage, had focused on domesticated animals, including breeding and farming them for resources. So pastoral stage is the stage these people, they knew already how to do the livestock or domesticated animals, as also breeding and farming them as their source of food. At the same time, they can also use it to trade other people. Next, we have here the third one is the horticultural. This stage is more settled as humans learn to plant crops rather than relying on what they have found in the wild. So people in horticultural societies were much less nomadic than hunter-gatherer societies, as they had some tools and objects to help them. So in this stage, people know already how to plant crops. They already knowledgeable that there are some plants or crops that they can use as their source of food. They also have their own tools, so they can use metals. Next, we have here the fourth one is the agricultural. So this stage hosts larger agricultural settlements and advancements in technologies. People in these societies focus most of their efforts on food production, but new technology like the plow helps them to farm more efficiently. So in this stage, they focuses on the agriculture. They use some of the livestock such as cows, carabaos in order for them to use to farm or cultivate the land. They also have the last one is the feudal. So feudal societies have strict structures of hierarchy, so those at the top of the system have a lot of power and land compared for those at the bottom. So as we all know, for those people on the or who are on the top, they have more power and they can also possess or owned bigger land rather than those people it as a worker or at the bottom. Next, we have industrial society. So meaning this was famously named after the Industrial Revolution that began in 1760. Industrial Revolution was a period of the time in which there were significant developments of manufacturing. This revolution was resulted in heavy-duty machineries to aid with labor, production, and farm work. So the Industrial Revolution began in England but quickly spread to the US, where technology started to be used to produce goods and services. The Industrial Revolution was a significant societal shift, interlinked society and science, and showed the importance of sharing scientific information between individuals to develop society. So in this industrial society, meaning they already have invented the machineries. They also have the manufacturing or factory in order for them to produce a larger amount of goods, and they can also use this machinery for farm work, so such as a tractor to cultivate the land. Next, we have here the post-industrial society as a type of society. Post-industrial societies are the more recent development based on producing information and services. So they become more industrial societies and mainly thrive from technological advancement. The members of the post-industrial society are likely to sell services as a job, so like a digital advisor, rather than producing goods as they did in industrial society. So post-industrial society is the recent stage of the society that they have focused on the selling services as what we have as in a BPO. So they offer services rather than producing goods. Next, we have the importance of society in sociology. Theoretical perspective in society. Most sociologists consider society to be an essential element of sociological study. In particular, they theorize about the importance of society for each members. However, different theoretical perspectives offer different explanations for this. First, we have functionalism and the importance of society. Functionalists see society as a perfectly working body. They believe that each member of the society and each institution of society have specific role which, if performed correctly, makes society run smoothly. They see that all aspects of society are interconnected and believe that it is important to maintain. They say, so a functionalism or functionalists believe that if each member of the society function well, they have a better or productive society. So according to Emil Durkheim, in 1895, saw society as a similar of living organism and that each organ had a vital role in keeping it alive. So Durkheim went on to argue that even the deviant members of society are important as they teach everyone else the accepted values and beliefs. Next, the conflict theory and the importance of society. So when we say conflict theory, so this is the opposite ideas or perspective led by the Karl Marx in 1848 saw society is immensely important, but in a different way of functionalist. According to Marx, it was important to study society to understand how it exploits its members. For here, they focus on studying or knowing what kind of society so that the members can function really well. So Marx saw conflict society between those who own the means of production and those who work for them. He viewed this capitalist conflict as negative force in society, arguing that a society running capitalism was damaging its members. Next, we have symbolic interactionism and the importance of society. So for Max Weber, one of the key symbolic interactions, the importance of society lays within its changes. He saw the drastic changes that Western society experienced due to industrialization, and was concerned about the destructive effects of this would have on its members. So Weber emphasizes the concept of rationalization when looking at modern society. So this meant that he saw certain societies are rational and the others are not. For him, rational societies were ones that ran on logic rather than tradition. He differs from Marx, as Weber believed a capitalist society was an extremely logical one. So that's all for my topic for today. So thank you for listening.